Hey guys, today's my birthday, so I'm kind of happy about that. And I'm spending it in Moab, where I don't think there's any other place I would like to be right now, but here. So happy birthday to me. Besides that, I just want to share. In this video, you're gonna see some of the trail riding on Billings and the cutoff. There are two canyons in Grand Junction that are extremely awesome. The cutoff is probably one of the hardest trail compared to Billings. Billings, they say you need 35s or bigger. I think 35s is very doable, but you need to drive your ass off on that trail. Like there is boulders the size of a car that you have to climb up, and as long as you keep the tires where they're supposed to be on the rocks, you go right over them. But if you like slip of the obstacle, you're gonna have a good time, or your doors, or your the side of your Jeep. So we did those two canyons that took us, I don't know, maybe 5 hours in total. After that, we just went back to camp. It was way too hot. When we made it out of the trail, it was 105. It got to a point that our phones were overheating, so we had to stop and put the phones down on a cool place to let them cool down. I also wanted to talk about Holy Cross. So that trail, on the article I read, where I saw a map, is supposed to be one of the hardest trails in the country. So I don't think it was very hard. I think it has a couple obstacles that, if you're not used to them, they're gonna feel sketchy. And the trail is right off I-70, but not right off I-70, but it's you have to drive maybe 20 miles into the mountains to find them, maybe less. But it was like 12 miles, so it's not bad. So one thing I want to say about this trip is, if I've been able to learn anything from this trip, is that you don't need a Jeep on 40s, and you don't need a Jeep with 112 plus wheelbase. Doesn't, and then a 60. Now it doesn't hurt to have it. It's nice, it's cool, but the problem is, I can't really complain. I have nothing to complain besides my AC being broken, but that I just didn't have time to fix it. Besides that, dude, I've been getting about 13 to 15 miles per gallon. So I've gotten all the way to 210 miles out of one tank, which is pretty impressive to be on 40s. Being on 40s and at this altitude. So I'm very happy. I honestly think that anything that is a Jeep that has tires bigger than 40, it's kind of pointless unless you're literally building it for 42s or anything like that. But man, to do all these trails, you don't need a Jeep like this. This is way overbuilt for this kind of trip. I'm impressed that I'm able to wheel and drive it and still do 75, 80 on the highway. But if you're looking to do this kind of adventure, you could do it in a Jeep 137s. You could even do it in a Jeep 135. You could even do it in the Cherokee. You need rock sliders, a winch, and good tires and a good attitude. Honestly, a lot of these trails here, especially Moab, you don't need a buggy. You don't need a Jeep that's fully built. Especially if you want to drive it cross country, because these trips get expensive when you start adding a tow rig and a trailer. So to keep the cost down, you drive your vehicle, but then you have to wheel reasonable. Which I gotta say, if this trip has also taught me something, is that I need to be less throttle happy. But if I'm towing, I'm just gonna send it. But if I'm driving, I've driven 1,400 miles, not including other trails, which I'm probably gonna add another 100 miles to that, if not more. And then last night, for example, I don't know, I woke up at 2 in the morning and I just went for a drive on the mountains. I did the La Salle loop, which I'll show you guys a little video of that on the next one. And it was a 60-mile drive that started on one side of Moab and at the end of town, and then you loop around Moab, and that was pretty cool. I got home at 4 a.m., but I don't really sleep, so that was fine. And then we left to Hell's Revenge at 5 a.m., 5:30, and then now we're just chilling, and then we're gonna go do Moab Rain probably. Now, like I said, I don't even know what the heck I was gonna say. All I'm gonna say is I'm having a great time, and that's all that matters. And yeah, I think so. I think that's all I have to say. So I hope you enjoy the video.
Nasty, bro.
When we look up here, this is called the Foot Cliffs. This plateau.
Okay.
In the center, the big piece, it's the main one. I can't remember the name, starts with a C. Anyways, we're going to be up at the top at that saddle to the right of that big.
Oh, that's sick. All right.
Yeah, that's where we're going here shortly. Look how he did the filter for the car. So we know hood clearance, and then there's no hole in the hood. Down below.
Dude, that's so nice.
Dummy with the big old hole.
So Chad, which is the driver of that buggy, brought us to his friend's house, who has a bunch of sick vehicles. This was a 47, right?
46.
46.
Yeah, 46.
Older than my grandma. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Sorry.
No, you're good. How are you?
What happened? Where's the gas pedal? That's the one. Right there.